Hello beauties, today I've got a collective haul for you because I've been very naughty and spent a lot of money that I do not have. And I definitely don't have it anymore because I bought some stuff. I went into Boots, Harvey Nicks and Space NK and yeah, things happened. I'm going to show you what they were. First of all, I had seen Tanya Burr do one of her videos and she always mentions this one shade by Revlon. It is the Colourburst Lip Butter in Juicy Papaya and it's just a really gorgeous, sheer, gentle, slightly peachy orange shade. Very glossy, if that's the sort of finish you like. Very nice everyday colour. Because these were on 2 for £10, I also picked up the Colourburst Lip Butter in Pink Truffle, which is 001. This is much more of a brownie nude. I do not tend to go for brownie nudes, I tend to go for pinky nudes because that's the colour I am more comfortable with, but you know, we'll see. I picked up the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain in 001 Honey. This is just, it's a little bit brown, a little bit pink. It's more on the pink side, however, because my lips are quite naturally light, this darkens them. Again, this is me trying to be a little bit more of a brownie nude, but easing my way in gently. The last thing I picked up was the Lasting Finish Colour Rush from Rimmel. I think these are relatively new. I hadn't seen them much before. So this one is 600 on Fire. Love this shade. I'm all about a bright lip. However, I tend to go more sort of opaque of a colour. This is again a very sheer colour. All of these are very sheer, very glossy. This colour is quite a red colour with coral undertones. It's not a coral on its own because it's not orange enough. If you're someone who doesn't love a red lip, if you're a little bit scared of a red lip, it's just a bit too much for you, you could try this instead. I just think that this is a really gorgeous colour because, as I said, I like brights. This is the Nails Inc London Express Nail Polish Remover. Ooh, I could just throw it somewhere. Very similar obviously to the Bourjois 1 minute remover, whatever that thing's called. And nothing against the Bourjois one. I just saw this one and thought, you know what, the Bourjois one's been talked about enough. It's grand, nothing wrong with it. But I thought I'd pick up this one. This one is £6.95, so it is a more expensive version, especially considering with the Bourjois you tend to be able to pick up them on like a buy one get second half price. This one is acetone free and you can use it on your real nails or artificial nails if you're wearing them. The great thing about these is that once they have dried out and you've used up all the product, just get a decent-ish nail varnish remover and just resaturate it and keep the pot. Like, you don't need to buy these again and again and again. Top tip. Kids, adults, don't sniff this. Not a good idea. You have a problem. I found these randomly enough on the clearance section. Yeah, Bumble and Bumble thickening range. These were reduced down to I think £1 each and then like £1.50 for the hairspray. I don't know why. I've not tried this range before. I thought for that cheap, definitely worth the punt, especially whenever you've got like a premium or slightly more expensive range like this. It's always a bit daunting to spend X amount on something that you don't know is any good. They're 50ml each, so that's quite a nice amount to get. I've used them only a couple of times each. To give you an introduction to my hair, I have super fine hair. By that I mean thin, not like super fine. Products tend to sort of weigh it down, bog it down, so that it gets very difficult to put any lift in. It looks very dull in a way because of that. They definitely felt weightless, which is nice. Massive con for me, and this is obviously just a personal thing, is that they smell very like aromatic or very like herbaceous. And to me, that's sort of like, I don't know what it is, like basil or something. That smell is very masculine to me. So that may seem very superficial, but it's something that I don't like. Based on the usage that I have so far, I would not go and purchase the bigger versions of this. However, absolutely perfect sizes for travelling, so I don't regret it, especially not for £1. The next thing I picked up from Harvey Nichols was something that I've wanted for a while, and it's Mario Badescu. I actually was very interested in the silver powder. I'm not a particularly oily person. I get oily at times. Personally, I don't think that anyone has like one skin type and that's it. I think some days your skin behaves in slightly different ways, because I'm quite dry, but then every now and again my nose will be very oily. I do find that I get quite a lot of congested pores, so that is why I wanted to try the silver powder. So basically this says that it removes blackheads, stubborn clogged pores and an excessive T-zone dry oiliness. So I wanted to try it, and I went in and they had the bigger version of this. I want to say for about £14. That might not be true. I'll put all the information in the down bar below. I've tried this, I liked it. At first I did actually in the store go onto Google, because the ingredients in here were just calcium carbonate, titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, and I was thinking, is this just talcum powder? But it's not, it is slightly different. Then when I went in, I found this like kit with all three of them in. This kit was £25, and you get two 14 mils, which is equivalent to 14 grams of both the silver powder and the drying cream. And also you get the drying lotion, which I believe is their full size. I mean, this says it's a 29 mil, which I believe is the full size. I don't know if you guys have ever had chickenpox before, or even if you were old enough to remember having them, but you'll often see people put calamine lotion on chickenpox, which is the pinky stuff at the bottom of this, the sediment in this. So the calamine's at the bottom, and in the top you've got goodness like glycerin to hydrate and salicylic acid to sort of attack any eruptions or blemishes you may have. Get a cotton bud and you'd dunk it into the bottom of that, pick that up and then dot that onto the blemishes that you have, and go to bed, sleep in it, and then in the morning just rinse it off, and it's supposed to calm down anything you have to get rid of. Luckily at the moment I don't have any massive pimples, or at least I don't have any that I haven't already messed around with. Naughty. So I've not had a chance to use that product yet, so yeah, excited to get some spots. What? Now, the next thing I purchased, I know that I should feel guilty about, but at the same time, it's such a good purchase, such a good deal that I refused to be. I went to the Laura Mercier counter and was looking at the sale stuff, because I had a bunch of sale stuff and I thought that could be fun. And I saw this kit there, and it was called the Bath and Body Quartet, I believe. I have no idea if they're still around, and it may have been a Christmas thing, I didn't actually ask. And it had the honey bath, the body scrub and the body souffle cream along with a candle. I've always been terrible, so badly behaved at actually putting on body creams and body lotions. It doesn't appeal to me, it seems like a big faff, and I've kind of always thought with Laura Mercier products, because they smell so incredible, would that incentivize me more to actually be well behaved and put it on. I always look at these beautiful products and I think, for something that you don't do yet and you know that you're bad at doing, do I really want to spend that much money on it? And I've kind of just really discounted the idea in my brain. This particular set, I believe, must have been dropped because the box was actually torn and the candle wasn't there. So I think the candle smashed, and so it was just the three products. So it had the three products that I was talking about. These are half the normal size, so these are 150 mils or 150 grams, the normal ones are 300, and I was talking to the lady and she put it down to £22 for me, which I was like astounded by, and I was like, gimme, 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 I have to have it, I have to have it, I have to have it. I'm just obsessed, because let me tell you, these smell out of this world. It's just like, they smell so good. They make me make weird noises. That's how good they smell. I mean, just, and also, I mean, look at the consistency of that. You can see I've already used it. It looks and smells like a caramel yogurt. I just want to get a spoon and I want to eat some. Actually, I just want to like shrink myself down to miniature and live inside of this. That's how good it smells. If you're a fan of edible scents, you will adore these. This one, I didn't even tell you the smell. This one, I'm gonna pronounce it because my French is terrible. I'm gonna say Ombre Vanille. Yeah, it smells so beautiful. I'm like a little junkie, I can't get enough. Yeah, so I've been loving those. Body scrub. This is probably my favourite bit of the kit. with this product. I love scrubs. I'm good at scrubbing my body down. I like doing it. The grains in this do not feel either too harsh and scratchy, but they do feel like there's enough there to be doing their job. I think, oh, yeah, sorry, I'm so distracted by how good they smell. So after using this, it makes your body feel lovely and nourished and hydrated beautifully without being greasy. Like, that's what I don't like about some products. So this, I'm just like, mwah, love it. I'm probably going to end up going and buying the candles separately, because if the candle smells anything like these creams, it's going to be joyous. Yeah, I love them. I'm so happy. Okay, what else did I buy? Let's have a look. No one should ever let me go into Space NK because my wallet will suffer. Okay, because I wanted to try out the Glam Glow mask, which everyone has been talking a lot about recently. Personally, I am a sucker for anything that suggests it's going to pull out the congestion in my pores. I have to have it. And I was looking at it, and then I was talking to the very helpful sales lady, associate, consultant person. Any more synonyms? And she said that she thought that Glam Glow had incredible marketing, but she preferred this other mask, and it's called the Malin and Goetz Detox Face Mask. This is £29. The Glam Glow that they had was £25, but it was only for like 15 mils or something, like about 2 applications, whereas this is 120 mils, and believe me, from what I've experienced, you're going to get a lot more applications from it. This is for all skin types, which is really nice, because sometimes I will be having an oilier day, whereas other parts of my face are very dry. I have what I call my upside down T-zone. My forehead and my cheeks tend to be normal-ish, sometimes maybe a little bit dry, and then like my T-zone here, my upside down T-zone of my nose and my chin, depending on whereabouts I am in the month, are either quite oily or quite dry. Sometimes, irritatingly enough, it can be oily but full of like flaky texture, so like it drives me bonkers. But I like to get products that kind of hit and tick every box. You can use it in place of your cleanser, maybe like 1 to 2 days a week, or you can use it as a 5-minute mask, and that's what I was more interested in. So I had a lovely warm bath with my new Laura Mercier products, which was amazing, and then I put on a thick layer of this all over my face, and what happens is it tingles on the skin, and then after the 5 minutes has passed, it basically foams onto your face. So if you have dry skin, you tissue it off. If you have oily skin, you splash it off. For that particular day, I had dry skin, so I tissued it off. But before that, I got to the mirror and I just burst out laughing. I looked like Mrs. Doubtfire after he dunks his face into the cake. Wiped all of that off, and my skin felt so baby soft afterwards. However, I didn't personally see any sort of removing of any of the congestion that I had. However, I do tend to get quite a few subdermal bumps on my chin, and I felt that they have gone down a little bit, but then again, I've got quite a few new products that I've been using, so I don't know who that's down to specifically. This product does contain soy protein, so just be aware if you're allergic to soy, but I loved how soft my skin felt afterwards. It felt incredible. I would buy this again, and I put on a thick layer because it says on here apply a thick layer, and it was more than enough. So this product is going to last such a long time, and I think I'm already in love with it for the softness and the texture it gave my skin. Now this final product that I bought from Space NK, I do feel guilty about, and rightly so. And do you know who I blame? I blame Anna from Viviana Does Makeup. This is your fault. It is the By Terry Balm de Rose lip balm and nail cuticle carer thing. Basically, you can use it on your lips and your nails. This product, I don't want to say. This product is £38. And I know you are like, girl, what? You spent £38 on a lip balm? What is wrong with you? You are crazy. I am crazy, because £38 is so much money to spend on a lip balm. I am really enjoying it. Like, initially when you open it up out of the box, it's this beautiful like metal lid and frosted glass bottom. The smell is incredible, as you would expect from a balm called Balm de Rose. It's just like straight up roses. so fresh, it's delicious. It feels very pillowy and nourishing on my lips. They feel very protected from the elements when I go outside. It remains uninterrupted until I eat or drink something. I do not expect it to withstand that. But sometimes, you know, you tend to like talk off lip balm sometimes, or just general movements means it disappears. This doesn't do that. It leaves a lovely, gentle, feminine pink sheen on the lips. Overall, I like it. Like, when I first put it on, I had quite chapped lips. It's very cold here in Scotland at the moment. The lips were a little bit chapped, and then after 5 minutes, that loose skin had kind of risen to the surface, and I wiped it off, and then underneath my lips were baby soft. So it was lovely for that reason. However, I think that for £38, you are spending a lot of that money on the packaging. First of all, it's gorgeous as it is. It doesn't need to look this nice. Personal opinion. It is only 10 grams, which is the same size as your standard Carmex tube. So it's not going to last you until the ends of the earth. For the smell, I love the smell. I personally think that's one of the reasons that I'm addicted to it, because I am constantly putting it on, especially as I'm just coming out at the end of a cold. And so I've actually been putting it on to just sort of, because I'm constantly like rubbing and basically disgusting. There is one that smells exactly like this by Rodial, and it's still very expensive for a lip balm. It's still like £19–20. It's Rodial Stem Cell, and it smells like roses again. I think that next time I will try a different lip balm. I might go onto the Rodial one, because I am a sucker for roses. I love the smell of roses. I mean, if you love this, buy it. It's a beautiful product. It's just not worth £38. If you've used it and you love it, please leave me a comment below, and I would love to read that. I don't regret it. Well, maybe I do regret it a little bit. Who knows? As I said, once I finish using it up, I'll tell you how I feel. I probably wouldn't repurchase it myself, but some people are hooked, clearly. That may actually be my lot, which is thank goodness, because I've spent way too much money, as I'm sure you'll agree. This was a bit crazy, so yeah, hopefully my wallet will take a little bit of a break for a while. I need to be distracted, because I clearly can't be trusted. I need to not go into Harvey Nicks or Space NK for a little while, because I behave badly when I'm in there. If you've used any of these products yourself and you love or you hate or you're apathetic towards, leave me a comment down below, especially if you have any recommendations or any, I don't know, any dupes maybe. That would be interesting. Even if you just want to say hi, leave me a message. It'd be lovely. I hope you enjoyed, and I suppose I'll see you next time. Bye guys.